Hello Amazon.com, it's me, Beau, along with my wonderful wife. We're here today with this stationary exercise bike. As you can see, Liz is wheeling it into position like so, and it's got some little wheelie things right there. I'm gonna have a quick little fast forward as to how I personally assembled this thing. It's probably gonna take you a good 45 minutes to an hour to put this thing together. And then once it is together, well, then we're gonna go right into Liz's impressions on this exercise bike. For right now, let's talk about, Liz is in fairly good shape. Liz, what's your height and weight?
I'm 5'4" and about 130 pounds.
Fantastic. So if you're of similar stature, maybe this would work for you. She is getting quite a good workout in. I would not compare this to any of the $300 or $400 stationary bikes. You get what you pay for sure, which she's going to mention at the very end of this review. But for now, let's hop right into the assembly. Fast forward. Let's do this. A few hints, tips, tricks on this guy. You will notice that the left pedal is not righty-tighty, it's a lefty-tighty, if that makes sense. And that's typical for all bikes when you install them, because of course when you're cycling you don't want it to unscrew. You want it to tighten as you are cycling. Another little thing to make note of, on the very back where we put the battery, it appears that there is space for two AAA batteries, but this one is not actually connected. Only this one actually turns it on. And yes, there is a AAA battery included, which is somewhat helpful. And we are now going to be giving you a demonstration of how the computer works. Now do keep in mind, you do have to connect the computer to the actual pedals. And you do so by a cable that's hidden inside this thing, and it goes all the way down. Now, prefabricated, it comes with this cable, and you might need to get something like a coat hanger or something, and you're gonna connect that cable to the cable that dangles down from the computer. The connection is about right there, what I found on this particular model. Now, this was a little frustrating for me, which is why I'm taking some stars off of this guy, because this is nowhere to be found in the instructions. Hopefully they do update the instructions that, yes, you do have to connect that cable right there in order for this to work. Now, we are going to show you an example of, actually I'm going to start pedaling there. You'll see that it's not actually on, and there it goes, it's on. Boom! And it immediately starts. And so as you can see, we are going through all of the different functions and the different modes. Let's manually, we can see, oh boy, okay, so earlier we were actually at, wow, 159 calories burned. Honestly, I don't think the calories are that accurate. I would more so just go based off of the time, and not really the distance or even the speed. I guess the speed can give you some indicator how subjectively fast you're going. But yeah, take it with a big grain of salt. So it is actually working, the computer that is. I actually had to contact the people there, and I was like, what's going on? And they actually sent me a new computer, thinking that it was a broken computer. And they didn't stop to actually check the instructions and note that there's no way for me to know that there is a hidden cable in there that you have to fish out and connect to the computer. But now that it's connected, it is actually working, and so you can actually, tell how fast, or not how fast, or how long you are going. Also, it does show in the commercial that a gal put a computer on here. I honestly would not put a computer on here, because as you're pedaling, it rocks back and forth quite a bit. So I actually put the computer over there on top of a more stable platform. And that's okay, because honestly, sometimes when I'm working out, I just reach up like this anyway, and I don't want a computer in the way. Plus, I want to glance down at this so I can see actually how much time has passed. I don't want a computer covering that up. So that's my own little 2 cents. I would not put a computer there. Lastly, instead of using this little tool, I would recommend getting a ratchet. 13 millimeter works wonderfully to tighten all of these little nuts. And it also comes with this little guy, which is very, very handy. So that's the installation. Let's go check out how it actually works now that we have done all 9 steps.
This is Liz. Today I'm going to be reviewing the FEIERDUN Exercise Bike. It's about 165, 170 bucks. So compared to the really nice $300 ones, I found it to be pretty good. So let's roll it out. Notice that it doesn't stay, so you have to be careful when you're rolling it out. Okay, so I've got it folded out, and now I have to put 3 different pieces in. It's got a little tiny pin in it that you have to get through. And then once you get that one in, you have this to screw in. And it comes with a washer. It takes a little while. Okay, here's your last pin. Okay, I got it in. You have to kind of lift up this piece a little bit, which is kind of inconvenient to do. So I wouldn't recommend disassembling it and assembling it every single time. That guy flips up, no problem. If you wish to adjust the seat height, you have to screw this to loosen it, and you can pull this up and down. It's not as adjustable as some of the other exercise bikes that you want. I mean, you've got probably good like 1 or 2 inches going up and down. The straps are adjustable on the feet. This is how you loosen it and tighten it. Now, because the seat isn't like super adjustable like some of the other ones, I actually find myself sitting forward a little bit because when I put it down, it was too low. I don't mind doing that because I want to get a little bit more exercise. I don't like laying back. I tried cranking it up to see if I could stand, but I don't think it works pretty well. So in comparison to some of the other exercise bikes, I found that I got a lot of workout down in my hamstrings because you're in a slightly different position as opposed to being up and down over another exercise bike. So overall, I'd probably give it 3 out of 5 stars. 1, the computer doesn't work, and 2, it's kind of a pain to set up and take down. Once you've folded it up, you can get it where it needs to be, but 3 out of 5 stars.
So that is it. Thank you so much, Liz Chevasu, and thank you all of you wonderful little minions. And as you can see, Liz is cranking on it as hard as she can. As you probably heard at the end of that review from Liz, she was a little winded.
Once you've folded it up, you can...
So yes, it does actually start working your legs and some of your cardio. Even if so you can't quite carry on a conversation. 3 out of 5 stars. Hopefully this is helpful in determining whether or not this exercise bike is for you. My name is Beau Chevasu.
And I'm Liz.
And we will catch you later here on Amazon.com.